My name is David Lin. I'm 22 years old and I stopped out of UCLA. One of my earliest memories I have is I taught myself how to ride motorcycles when I was 8 years old. Everything that has to do with speed and adrenaline and more about conquering a fear than actual athleticism, I was good at. I like to think that business is sports for non-athletic people, and it has an element of risk and an element of pain tolerance. And I think having a background in being kind of an adrenaline junkie and loving to take risks and going really fast actually are very useful skills in a startup where you have to go really fast. You have to take risks. My company is Duffl, and we deliver your favorite snacks and drinks in 10 minutes using electric scooters. So I love riding my motorized skateboard, and we were just riding with our friends and we realized that we could deliver snacks to our college students faster than anybody else, and that's how we came up with the idea. I made a simple Wibbly website and we started delivering yerba mates to our friends, and soon it became something everybody loved using, and we realized that the fastest way to deliver was to own the inventory. We can turn any space into a virtual dark retail store where students purchase their favorite snacks on their phone on a website, and we can deliver it from a house, a garage, an apartment, or an official retail storefront. Duffl is doing really well during COVID. We've been growing 125% month over month, and we're just doing slightly over $40,000 in monthly revenue. We want to expand to as many colleges as we can by the end of the year and optimize our systems along the way. We call our scooter riders racers because they love to go fast. Our racers love us. They were customers to start with, and then they became part of our business. The vision is that someday we'll have a fleet of highly equipped, trained, motorized scooter riders all around campus, in every campus around America, and customers can order anything and request anything from them, from turning your homework to picking up something from a restaurant, anything you need. I was originally born in China. I grew up in the province of Jiangxi, and I moved to Peru when I was 5 years old. And I grew up in Latin America until I was 18. I think growing up with 3 different cultures constantly surrounding me, American culture, Chinese culture, and Peruvian culture, I've learned that the best ideas tend to come from a diverse perspective. LA seemed to be the perfect place to go because it's American, Asian, and Latino. I'm very privileged in having an entrepreneur father who taught me from a very young age to be independent, to always think for myself, and to question the status quo, and to believe that nothing's ever broken, that you're just not a good enough repairman, and to always better yourself. My relationship with my dad has been a tumultuous one. I started my college application essays with, "I resent my father." Growing up, he was extremely militant. He was very disciplined. We have that in common, believing in these principles and kind of instilling in your children the value of being able to do hard things. He would take me to the ocean at 6 in the morning and make me go in the frigid water. He'd take me hiking up the mountains and train me like running laps around hot springs. And in retrospect, I realized that it's made me very different from other kids my age, in my pain tolerance, in my ability to take risks, and having a dad who grew up illiterate. He grew up in a farm. He didn't go to elementary school. He built a business from scratch. He moved to Latin America and learned Spanish when he was 40-something years old. And all these unique things about him have been instilled in me, and he knows that it's very, very possible to not do what everyone else is doing and to succeed in a big way. Fortunately, he's given me everything I need to also conquer his weaknesses. He had a terrible temper and he would get extremely angry and violent growing up, and I was very, very afraid of him. But because of what he's provided me, I was able to go to the best school in Latin America, meet brilliant kids that went to top universities all around the world, and they taught me to be kind, compassionate, collected and composed and calm, and I think I've been given the privilege to have his strengths and also not fall victim to his weaknesses.
我非常骄傲，是因为我超过了我。我认为你的想法比我更先进些，人家脾气比我更好，我吃的苦我都让你吃过了。
Our relationship has improved a lot to where he's seen me grow up and he's seen me do all this entrepreneurial stuff and follow his footsteps, and he's ultimately proud of me, and I can say that for the first time. I heard about the Teal Fellowship from a previous fellow who was visiting UCLA, and he's had a pretty incredible journey, and I remember early on in my college career I would look up to him and think, oh my god, he's a Teal Fellow, he knows everything. So when I told my dad that I was stopping out of UCLA, his immediate reaction was, great, I have to pay less tuition.
你直接给他翻中文吧，你让你不管做什么我都支持。
Now that we've raised over $1.5 million, he says, good job, son, keep going. If I were named a Teal Fellow, I would probably not know what to say for 2 hours, and then I would ride my boosted board up to Beverly Hills and scream, hell yeah, at the top of my lungs.
言说对我来说都无所谓，我只是希望我儿子做我满意的事情。
I really want to change the world. I think that is the way I can become the most fulfilled and most passionate version of myself.